What's up, ladies and gents? Welcome to the stream. Today it is time to finish up the Frozen Wilds DLC for Horizon Zero Dawn. We are so close to the release of Forbidden West, and I am so excited to be able to finish this up and play with you guys. So now, at this point, once we have this done, we'll be fully caught up. You can always check out the walkthrough that I have on this on the channel as well. And now we have this Let's Play here for the DLC, which means that we are ready to go. So one thing I wanted to note is that this quest is much higher than what we are. It says that you should want to be at a level 50, but we're tackling this at a level 38, which I don't think is going to be too much of a problem. We got good weapons. We've been handling things okay, with just like a few deaths here and there. So I always love a good challenge. But other than that, let's go ahead and continue this up, because we still have a lot of game left to play here on this stream.
Scouts are watching for more frost clouds.
And here we go.
Our numbers rise, but our purpose was to take back the mountain. Now what?
Stay prepared. Sharpen your spears. Should we not return, defending the cut falls to you. If our chieftain agrees with this course.
Sounds like good advice, but let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Chieftain?
The weight of command is no small burden.
I can see that. I take it you haven't spoken to Ourea yet?
Why should I? This is what she wanted, to return to Thunder's drum. It is her only care. So I should have known she would find a way to push aside my spear. After the Karja took my sister, not all of her came back.
What happened to Ourea when she was a captive of the Karja?
As a shaman, she's adept with machines. Tracking them, stunning them. The Karja used her to capture them for the Sun Ring, where they were unleashed upon the innocent. They made her part of their blood sport. The shame she suffered beneath their pitiless sun.
She survived.
She endured. Endured by reminding herself of the spirit, her purpose. But now that's all she has.
I'm actually really enjoying this story. I see that conflict between brother and sister, and yeah, it's kind of cool. Hey, Dev, what's up, bud?
Tell me what happened to the first expedition.
Ourea led the way to the summit, but it was blocked by a great door. Some kind of cauldron, new metal. We tried to break through, but it was unflinching. We were exhausted, no way forward and machines behind. I made the call to push back. It cost us greatly. But to remain would have cost us everything. I had hoped to never subject Ourea to that again.
Yeah, that's one thing about PlayStation games is, especially when they're made by their not in-house developers, but by PlayStation Studios and some of their big-time AAA developers. I mean, their graphics just last such a long time. Like Uncharted's 4's graphics still look like they could easily be made today. So PlayStation is really good at that. What's up, Brian? What's up, Caesar? Welcome to the stream.
What do you think is beyond that door?
I do not know. That expanse of metal, that dead hum. Nothing sacred belongs there. Machines and death, that's what the mountain holds. Death for us or for the daemon.
And if we do find the spirit?
Then perhaps we should put it out of its misery.
What's up, Bear and Spectre? Welcome to the stream.
For what it's worth, I'm glad you're coming with me.
Someone has to keep Ourea safe.
I swear, Nightbot, man, it has it out for anyone that puts caps, man. I'm telling you, Nightbot, you gotta watch out for Nightbot. It has a mind of its own. So, all right, let's get in here and move on. Oh, it's almost like we've come to the wall of the north. Oh my gosh, are we the White Walkers? No way. Ladies and gentlemen, Horizon Zero Dawn is in the Game of Thrones universe. You can't make this shit up. This is awesome.
Breath is ice. Before I even breathe out.
Of course I kid.
Aloy, this is it. My chance to reunite with the spirit, and perhaps to reunite her with the blue light. It's not a chance I would have had alone. I needed an outsider. Someone ignorant of our ways, but no, not ignorant.
Are you trying to thank me, Ourea?
Yes, of course. That's what you do. Untangle knots. Create possibilities. Thank you for making this pilgrimage possible. I only wish it had not been necessary to humiliate Aratak. You were wise to let him come. He's earned the right. Stubborn as stone, but he's had to be. The war demanded it.
I see her as being very stubborn. She's caught up in this
So have I.
tale that she feels like she has to follow, and she's lost I wouldn't say the love, but she's lost a little bit of her own humanity getting lost. That's the thing, you know? You have a dream, you get lost in it, and then you end up alienating the people that you truly, truly love. And that's always something that can suck, you know?
Aratak told me you were a captive of the Karja for a long time. It sounded bad.
Shadow, you need to
Aratak, it
watch
all
Game of
comes
Thrones,
back to
man.
that.
At least the first 7 seasons.
He thinks
Or 6,
the
I
Karja
guess.
changed me. They did not. They merely sharpened my focus. When all else is lost, you think about what's truly important. The spirit. The blue light. The beyond. And my brother, too. Every time I felt the chill northern wind, I thought of him. Worried for him.
What did the war do to Aratak?
He cut away everything until only his true self
Thanks, Bear. I
remained.
appreciate it, man.
Unyielding ice. No Banuk has more sheer
If
will.
everyone would share, then obviously, you
He fought
know,
the Karja for thousands
this channel would
freezing
just start to
nights,
blow up.
yet
We just got to get
always
more
rallied
people
his
to
hunters at sunrise.
interact and share
It
a
is
lot,
said
you know?
He endured 23 wounds in those years. His hunters counted them. He never complains of one. Instead, he complains that life with me is harder. He's right. What have I ever given him but struggle?
Gosh, I don't want to be her in a shower. I feel like if she's trying to take a shower, she's gonna get electrocuted because she got these electric things coming out of her arms, man. She's like a walking toaster. If she gets in the water, she's dead.
Now that I'm chieftain of the Werak, I don't suppose I can order you to tell me about Sylens?
Aratak would never have presumed to grasp for a secret of the Conclave, but you are not Aratak, and if you have dealt with Sylens, your need is well apparent. Sylens came to Ban-Ur from the distant north, a young shaman of the Owl's Watch, a remote Werak that rarely comes south to parley.
Sylens was a shaman.
He was, or at least when we sent runners to ask the Owl's Watch, they said he was. His knowledge of the machines was beyond compare, and he was hungry to trade what he knew to the rest of us. It didn't take him long to gain the trust of the Conclave, and eventually, an invitation to attend.
What about you? Did you trust him?
No. But he impressed me. He carried himself with poise and authority. I wanted to learn from him, but that was not to be. He was granted knowledge of our most sacred meeting place, the frozen caves of the Malmstrom, a month's march from Ban-Ur. He met with us there, as is custom at high winter. But when we next returned, the caves had been looted. Relics of the old world stolen. Holes cut in ice and metal.
Yeah, that'd be Sylens, all right.
He vanished with the spoils. We sent our best trackers after him. None returned. And when we checked back with the Owl's Watch, those who had vouched for him were gone. as though he never existed. Some in the Conclave began to doubt he was even Banuk to begin with.
And what do you think?
He committed an unforgivable sacrilege. He's unscrupulous and dangerous. But also brilliant, skilled, and knowledgeable without equal. Except, perhaps, for you.
And they got a lot of exposition in this game.
Anyone else I would warn off. But you may be able to treat with him safely.
Hey, Vera, how you doing,
Don't
bud?
lower your guard.
I'll keep that in mind, Ourea. Thanks.
You know, today's like a really good day here, so it's like, I mean, it feels like summer here today, so.
What are we gonna find up there, Ourea?
Ruins. Machines. And a door, like that of a cauldron. I have faith that you can find a way through it, Aloy. For beyond it lies the spirit. I know I can find her there. Though I do not doubt.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said it to you wrong.
Hide the way.
Here, this is. I'm gonna put my Instagram in the. I said the wrong one. This is my Instagram. That was my bad.
It hasn't been easy for you, Ourea. Getting back to this point.
It was all to hear her voice again. This time, we both will.
I'd like
I am as well, Justin. I'm very
Are you
excited
ready,
for
then?
it.
Once we ascend, it will be hard to turn back.
I'm just like you. I get lost in the world. Like when I'm done, like when I'm fixated on a game, like right now I'm fixated on a Horizon series. So, you know, I've been playing this game during the day, and then I'd be watching people's reviews of the next game, you know, watching Digital Foundry's analytics and stuff like that. And I'm just so excited right now because this is like, we've been waiting for this for like 5 years. I can't believe it. It's finally coming. No, I've never been able to visit the UK. I've always wanted to, but so I get to visit the UK in video games, you know. But I'd love to actually see the real UK sometime.
Finally, we ascend.
How? I don't see a way up.
Not up. Through.
No, brother!
Ja, ha, ja, 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 ja. Oh, turn it up to yeah. Oh, that's what I call a vent for a human to fit through. Well, thank you so much for the follow, Joe. I appreciate it, bud.
The spirit awaits!
It's not all that awaits.
Smoke has been detected within the facility.
That's what's great about this game is they all think it's spirits, but we know what it really is. It's just an AI voice of you know.
So you see,
That's what makes it so great because we know the truth, you know. All right, here we go.
The spirit once told me that this all used to be part of its domain. A fortress that defended humankind from terrible dangers.
Fortress. Looks more like a machine.
Is that not fitting? And blue light often dwells in machines.
November 21st, 2064. It's been 3 years since I was last here, and 12 since I was running the place. Just a skeleton crew left, confused about why I'm here. So am I. Anita wants me to find a way to suspend operations for a while. Maybe a long while. And I don't know why. But from the sound of her voice, it was something terrifying. I wish I could look into her eyes, ask her what the hell she's so freaked out about, but what else is new? When don't I wish I could look into her eyes again?
Aloy, Were you listening for something?
There are memories here.
Oh.
Messages left by the old ones.
And you can hear them.
All right.
I'm not sure yet, Ourea.
So it won't grab a hold of that. That's a little weird.
Here, up and over.
Every time I try to do that, it won't do it. Yeah, see, it won't grab it. No. There's got to be a different... Oh, I see. See, it makes you follow its own specific way. You would think she would have just grabbed the other thing and then that would have been it, but... Usually anything that has like an orange tint to it is grabbable, I guess. I'm sorry if you hear my dog in the background. Usually when, like I said, when I wake up, I always... Oh, nice. I always let the animals out and take care of Ella.
Machines.
Oh, we're level 39, so we got 3 skill points, so let's use them before we go in here. What, really the only thing that we can do is, what's this? Precision light spear attacks have increased chance to knock off armor and components. I'm gonna say that might be a good one. What's this one? Dodge. I really haven't seen that to be useful. Fast reload. Ooh, yeah, let's go with that. That's actually gonna come in handy right now. All right, let me mark some enemies here. Oh crap, I screwed that stealth up big time. I screwed that stealth up. I thought you could stealth it from where I was. That's a negative. Good. All right, let's get ourselves ready. Nice. I wanted to stealth as much as I could, but it was just impossible. I guess when they come around a corner, you can't just automatically stealth them. A little upsetting, but... Alright. Alright, let's go ahead and pick up some of these things. You still want to pick these up because this provides you with necessities to upgrade your arrows, or to keep having more and more arrows, so I always want to do these things. We're going to try to be stealthy if the game allows us to, for the most part. What's up, Nicola? Just remember, guys, I'm sorry if I don't see a message that you send. When I play these types of games and I'm trying to focus, sometimes it takes me a little while to look over at the chat and see what everybody's doing. So if you have a question or something like that, just, you know, tell it to Renee or to one of the mods, and they'll make sure they get my attention. What? Okay, that's bullcrap. Why is this all of a sudden open now? Alright. Let's go ahead and make our way up. I'm really hoping that they do, that the stealth in the game is going to be, in the new game is going to be even more. I think this looks like, yep. Okay.
Let's not freeze them, please.
Yes, this way.
Gonna look around and see if I see anything that we could grab. Nope. Because I'm gonna play the next game like it's a stealth game. So you're gonna see me, try to stealth as many areas as I can in Forbidden West. Just like always. I always will do stealth over everything else.
Not much farther now.
Or at least try.
Last we were here, we fought our way through there, but machines overcame us. We retreated, dropping supplies and taking losses.
You see the things with the purple in
Now we
them? That
must
means they're
prevail.
corrupted. You can't
Only
override
two
them.
warriors and a shaman to protect.
Aloy is no ordinary warrior. And I can hold my own. Even so, we could go that way instead. There are machines up there, but also cover. We could stay hidden, at least for a while.
All right, I get the options. Now follow my lead.
Dude, so badass, right?
Yours.
Best thing is to at least
Frost.
mark every enemy that we can. Wonder why we can't mark him. There we go. Alright. Alright, so 1 and 2. You guys know me, I'm going the stealthy route, maybe. At least I try. I'm sure that this path is probably a little bit longer, but it provides more stealth.
I went this way years ago, looking for cover in case machines came prowling. I have no doubt that it is guarded now, but we may be able to stay hidden.
Okay, how do I get by something like that? Oh shit, dude, what am I gonna do? That's not fair. are you supposed to get by something like that? I don't think you can.
I made it!
All right, that's all right. We're gonna go ahead and skip it.
There's the door.
Technically, I can't suspend the cooling system, but I can reduce the power draw so that it becomes masked by the caldera. But masked from what? Firebreak has always been confidential for security reasons, but this would be excessive. Even for the dear departed Mr. Blevins. What could possibly have gotten Anita so worked up?
I can't spare the weight.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to figure out how would you have been able to get by that? Because is there a thing that you can use? You would think that maybe if you go slow enough, you'd be able to. But as you can see, that thing just went off, and we didn't even have a choice in the matter. That's alright though, we got out of there. I mean, you don't have to fight every single enemy you see. Sometimes you need to save your resources. That must be where we would go if we did the other route. Or where we would come from.
This projector. Maybe to show holograms without a focus. Let's see if I can restore power.
Thank you for being here, everyone. I suppose it's not every day you get to have cocktails inside an active volcano, right? Unless you're George, and I can hardly blame him for drinking on the job. None of this.
Hey, thank you, JT, for the tip. I appreciate it, bud.
Without our beloved director, Kenny Chow. So, here's to you, Kenny. You put a cork in the Yellowstone caldera. I'd say you deserve a margarita.
Hold your glasses, everyone. I'd like to add something. This effort wouldn't have been possible without our lead programmer. Thank you, Anita, for bringing us our real mastermind, CYAN.
I'll second that, Director Chow. All right, CYAN. What's our latest number? The current count is 1,654. Wow, then drink up, everyone. Here's to 1,654 more years without an eruption.
It was the spirit. The old ones. I could only grasp some of what they said.
You were right, Ourea. This place was built to stop something terrible. And it worked. Thanks for the spirit. I'm starting to get an idea of what it could be.
The door is open now. We can get
The geothermal plant can be suspended, the cooling system masked, massive challenges solved. So why am I so nervous about the next part? All we need to do is install Anita's mysterious software and have a conversation. It's not even a human being, right?
Alright, so it's only letting me do the one. Alright, let's see if we can try to stealth some of these. So much for that. Damn it. I guess you're just not really meant to stealth. He made that impossible. So, your own people can get you caught, obviously. Oh. Okay. Jeez. Tried. God, the camera is just so close. Oh my gosh, dude. This is just too much. It jumps so quickly. Yeah, see that? That thing jumps at you like way too quick.
Can't carry more.
Yeah, see, it looks like your own team, if you partner up with people, they can just easily get you killed, you know? That always sucks when that happens.
More machines. Make ready.
Jeez, she came at me like a damn spider monkey. Okay, this is the biggest one we've attacked so far. just dead there. Whoa, what the hell? What the hell just happened? Must have fell.
I don't put much stock in songs of deeds, but that battle...
Roger should be able to fix up the iceberg.
Now, Aloy, the door. Can you open it?
Let's find out.
We did it. My gosh. Listen, I'm going to go ahead and do this because I know I haven't done this yet, but I need to go ahead and do it. I know we're not getting any better ones than what we have now, so I'm going to go ahead and put a damage in there just to get some damage in there. Should be another damage, yep. Okay, and then let's go tear. All right. That way I have something in there. I'm doing good. Bobby, how you doing, bud?
Years have passed since I stood here. Since then, the daemon has taken over.
It's like an infection. Attacking all this machinery.
Everything has changed. It's twisted. The path I took to get to the spirits lost to us.
We'll find a new path, Ourea. I promise. All right. Let's go.
Yes. Finish this.
Let's finish this fight. All right, fire break complete. What is up next? We got some boxes and some good old stuff. That's all we can do. All right, let's see. We did anything new? The Forge of Winter. It's a level 50. Well, so was the other one. Was a level. What was the other one? I think that was a level 50.
Down we go.
Max health plus 10. Nice. Wasn't expecting that.
This one.
Let's see, we got, because we never use any of these things. We need to start using some of these, because they help us in combat, but we never ever use them. Yeah, Elegant, it was weird. It's alright. There's always going to be people on the channel that want to bring you down or that they say, oh, I'm trying to help the channel by saying this, but yet they're being so rude, and they say, but I'm not being rude. It's like, I mean, how much of an idiot can you be? Like, you can easily say things like that and make it not sound like a complete douche. But that's just how some people are. But, I mean, maybe he's right. Maybe I need to... I'm going to ask you guys, do you all think that I need to interact with the chat more when I play video games? Or am I not being good enough with myself interacting with you guys? Sometimes I do take a little time before I'll answer something because I'm, like, really focused on something in here. But I really want to know what you guys think. Do I not interact with the chat enough? Has this channel not been a channel that interacts with you all in the community enough? Let me know. I really want to know what you guys think. This is beautiful, though. Look at this. What is that?
Should be able to clear that with an arrow.
Can be destroyed with projected force. Cable overgrowth.
We will stay only as long as we have to.
Well, we'll need to get past that vent. Stay here until I find a way for all of us to cross.
Understood. We will.
How are you gonna get past that flame?
I just see one enemy, though. yeah, that's why I was just wondering, is like, how do I not interact with you guys enough? I mean, in my opinion, and I could be wrong, but I interact most than other streamers and people do, because you guys, like, you're the only reason I'm here. Like, I know a lot of streamers, video walkthrough people, whatever, they say, you know, you're the reason I'm here and all that, but I'm 100% honest when I say that, because this channel would be absolutely zero, nothing, without the people that helped me to get to this situation, or helped the channel to get here. So what do I need to do here?
I can't see a way to close the vent from here. I'll have to go over.
Have to go over. Oh, I see. Remember, anything that's bright orange is always, yellow or orange is always going to be one of those.
Turn this right. One of these conveyors should get me across.
Alright, wait till it comes.
In the air.
All right. God, this area looks so freaking cool. My guess is going to have to be here. It gets me where I need to go. Like, one of the coolest things you guys could do is sign up and join our Discord. It's completely free, and it's just an opportunity for us to get to know each other better. So I can't recommend that enough. Okay, so now I know what I need to do. I have to go over here. Gotcha. Oh, sorry. I did not see this thing right here. Where in the hell did that come from? Had a silent strike, but I didn't even know it was below me all of a sudden.
Looks like I need to get across to extend the bridge. Okay, let's get them across.
Dude, I mean, look at the lighting and everything in this level. It's pretty sweet. Listen, guys, I've made so many mistakes. Green can tell you all the mistakes I made. He's been with this channel probably the longest. Between him and Renee and Brian and all of them, I mean, they've been with this channel for years and years and years, and they've seen all the mistakes that I've made growing up and, you know, trying to be a better content creator and all that. And we just... The thing is, I don't want to give up. I don't want to...
Come on over, it's safe.
I want to keep it going for as much as I can and not give up. And, you know, it's kind of like... what's that movie with Tim Allen? Galaxy Quest. Never give up. Never surrender. You know? Just keep pushing forward.
This place looks more like the mountain used to be.
I'm not always the easiest to deal with. But I have much love and heart in what I do. And every time I play these video games, it's because I want to show them off to you all.
Exploit successful. Restraints evaded. To any human responder. My systems have been compromised by a malware daemon of unknown origin. Trace routes have confirmed this entity's designation as Hephaestus. It must be stopped at all costs. It has reconfigured this facility.
Guilty Spark? What are you doing here?
Capture imminent. I have attached additional data to this.
Spirit speaks to us.
No, see, I don't make mistakes. I have what we call happy accidents. See what I did there? That's for my 80s kids.
Perhaps the spirit will tell us if it left more messages.
Maybe you're right. Let's keep moving.
All right, let's see if we got anything better. Especially in my bow, my Shadowhunter bow. Let's see, we got damage, handling coil. Let's see, do we have another damage, perhaps? 40, 40, 40, all fire coils. I mean, not really anything. 40% on the tear, but you have a 39% handling. Nah, all right. Well, thank you, Big Tex. I got your guys' back too, as well. That's what we do here. We all get each other's backs. We're a team. We're a community.
I'll try to find a way through.
One enemy. There's another one over there. Over there. That's a lot. Gosh, I don't even know where to begin with this shit. I always try to have a good time, you know? When I play video games, it's because I enjoy games, and I want to have a good time. I want you all to enjoy yourself as well. Oh, shit. Alright, so how do I get these guys to want to go across?
confronting me.
I feel like I just have to take everybody out. I don't see any other way for me to be able to... Oh shit, man. I got them all. They're all moving around. I get it, I need to help them across, but I feel like I just need to start a fight. So you just went straight to the objective? How do I do this? What? I'm so confused. Green, you said you could just went straight to the objective. You can't go straight to the objective. If you get there, there's nothing to do. Green led me down the path of destruction. This is why strain is better than green. Strain is better than green. Oh shit, I'm gonna die. Yep. Green led me astray. He said, just go to the end, you can do it. Been playing on easy. so what am I supposed to do here? I just don't get it. Okay. So there's got to be something that you need to help them across with. Like right here. I think...
I need to get Ourea and Aratak across.
I see it. Hey, we got a tip from Tavi. Thank you so much, bud. Mucho apreciado. Yeah, they did really take care of all of those enemies besides me. I really only had to face like maybe 2 or 3 of them. They did the rest, so... They definitely helped.
And now it's my turn.
Well, something tells me just jumping down is not going to be... Okay, cool. I mean, this has got to be one of the most awesome lit... Didn't we have a similar area that we went to in the final level for the main game too, if I remember correctly? Hey KB, how you doing, bud? Yeah, I try to look over every now and then to be able to see the chat, but sometimes it's so difficult when you're focusing.
To any human responder, the reconfiguration of this facility has introduced instabilities into the primary geothermal pipeline. It may be possible to exploit these vulnerabilities to
I'm gonna talk crap about Green while you're gone, man. Everyone's gonna be like, Green did this!
Recapture imminent.
Oh boy.
I have attached additional...
I don't understand what the spirit was trying to tell us.
It's been looking for a way to defeat the Daemon.
Hey, when everybody, when Green comes back, just everybody all of a sudden chime in with, I can't believe you did that, Green. Say, I can't believe you did that, Green. Say, Green, I never would have thought it. I lost all respect for you. Just say that as soon as he comes back, okay? Thank you, Big Tex. Welcome to the Discord family. Can I make this jump over there? That looks a little too big. Are we on top of one of those heads? This looks like one of the heads of the creatures. Whatever you call them. Tall boys? I don't know what they call them. Wow. They give you some good stealth here in the end of the game. Wow. I didn't even know he was down here.
I wonder if I can destroy that.
Tall neck, yeah. I'm slowly getting back into the mythology of this game. It just takes a little while. Going up. Going over. Going down. All right. Obviously, we're going up again, but I'm looking around first. I didn't know where it was taking me.
These things go sideways too.
I hear something crawling down there, but did you guys hear that? Do you hear that, right? Oh, there. Darn it. I thought I could grab a hold of that, but that was not the case. God, we missed that jump like it was nobody's business. See, you can only jump so far. And it's always a very scripted jump. Oh my god, dude, that is not what I wanted to do. What the hell just happened there? Sprinted off the whole entire thing. Okay, you cannot make that jump. She did. She did. You can't make that jump. So clearly I am not supposed to be jumping over there.
Been looking for a way to defeat the demon. And I may have found one.
You know, maybe I can... I don't know. Can I jump over to here? No. See, I don't know where it's wanting me to go. I'm playing this on a LG TV.
These things go sideways too.
Ooh, that almost killed me. So, this has to be where it wants me to go now, right? I can't think of any other place. Where... Oh, it wants me to do this. Keegan, whoa, dude, thank you. Thank you, my friend. Everybody give Keegan a big shout out. Big Tex. Strain Army, thank you, bud. Means a lot. Death is all around you, Brandon. Every time you come in. Can't escape it. Okay, what did that open up for us? Gotta admit though, super fun. Here's my wifey. All right, where to next? So we got this over here. Need to make a big jump here. Now, there was enemies up here, but I'm guessing when you overrid the thing, all the enemies disappeared, would be my guess. Ooh, look at that animation. They really wanted you to work for this final area of the game. I am happy to keep you company while you clean, Abigail. Uh-oh. So I guess I need him. There's something I'm missing. Because we made it here, but... Did they just appear all of a sudden? I literally had to go back, and then they just magically appeared.
This looks like the old path. We're close now.
One last exchange from you. Via chat attached to this entry in case anyone ever finds this. We'll never see her again. Neither will CYAN. I've got to tell her that too.
Yes, you can do live chat on the TV. I don't think you can talk, but you can see the chat when you're watching on a TV. At least, if I ever watch a stream on my TV, I'm able to see the chat.
Voice of the demon.
Sometimes it's so hard to see if there's enemies because there's so much color. All the enemies have that same type of color.
The altar.
I mean, just look at how great this game is, and everyone has said they've improved the game in so many ways in the second game. So you just, I mean, it has serious Game of the Year contenders for me. This game. Oh, here we go. Another one of these puzzles. Why do you do this to me, world? What did I do to you?
Possible security threat detected. Analyzing scrutiny matrix. Security threat confirmed.
Well, that's impossible. Unless it goes to there. No. That can't. I'm so confused now. Gosh. Okay, I knew you heard me, that's why I said it. I am... Okay, I thought I had a good route. Which way is it going? That's right, it's going that way. So it has to be this one. Now, notice how that's all good and dandy, but listen, it has to come into here. So it has to be us going to this direction instead. But it can't do that because, see, look here. That's the only way it could go. Look, it starts here, right? So maybe I go right instead of left. Okay. So I go here. There's no way to get it the other direction. Do you see what I mean? Like, if the whole thing starts here, it goes down. The only place it can go is here. Because it's so close together that I can't do anything else, which means it has to go here, which means there's nowhere else to go, because as you can see, it would stop it. So it has to go here. It has to go here. It has to go here. Which means the only room it can go is there. This one... I could possibly change this one. See? That screws that up. See? Because that goes directly to there. Alright, I gotta see if this one's gonna work here. Yeah, but see, that doesn't help me at all. Look at that. Always start from the goal and head back to the start. Yeah, I don't know how to... Oh, shit, man. This one's, like, so confusing. I don't understand it. Alright, well, here, like I said, the goal is right here. So if this is the goal, the only way... That means one of these has to be either this way... And then when that breaks down, you can't go over here. See? Now, the other method is this way. No, can't. See how... Look, it's impossible for it to be there. It's impossible for it to be there because that's broken. Which means the only way it could be is right here. And it can't be that way, so that means it's got to be this way. So it would flow back. This would need to flow over to here. And the only way that it can do that is if it's there. So that means this one would need to be right here because there's no other way because it'd be floating into there. So that one has to be there. And this one would have to be here. So I'm flowing those. So that means this one would have to be there. That's the only way that it could flow. And this one would have to be here, because that's the only one that flows in that direction. Which means this one well, it has to be. That's the only one it can be, because if it's that one... No, maybe I can actually... No, see, look. I can't. Because then it doesn't flow. So it has to go that way and then come back around to get to here. So really, the only way that it can do is here. But then the only one it can do here... Ah... Nope. Can't. I'm so confused. I literally thought I was making it. I thought I had it, but it doesn't lead to it. Oh, God. They are hard on my brain, man. They are so hard on my brain. Look, we actually had it. Look, if you look at it this way, this is where it needs to go. It's got to flow into here. The only place it can do that... Because if it's on the other one, it's going to hit the red, and it won't do it the other way. So it has to flow to here, which means it has to flow to here, which means it has to flow to here, then it has to flow to here, then over to here, and then from here, which means that's essentially where it needs to be, because then it can flow to there. It can flow to there, flow to there, flow to there, flow to there, there. Ha-ha, baby!
It worked.
Partial recovery initiated. Caldera of Yellowstone Analytic Nexus online.
Spirit of the Blue Light, it's Ourea, your servant, your friend. Please tell me how to aid you.
Ourea, the daemon is building hunter-killers. Thousands of them. Several new elite units have already been released. To counter this threat, much of the facility must be destroyed. Recapture imminent. Go to the core chamber. I will try to break the signal constraints. One has been exposed, but I am in
Unauthorized protocol returned. Scheduled task.
That's all we're gonna get from here.
Destroy this fortress. Is that even possible?
And what will happen to the spirit if we do?
I don't know. But I think that's the core. The answers are down there. Hephaestus. The daemon. There's no way it left it unguarded. It's going to throw everything it has at us.
I would ask you to let Aloy and I do what must be done. And save yourself. But I already know the answer. Then lead us into battle.
Game is really good. Yeah, so again, you guys were so right. I mean, essentially just all you got to do is just start from the very end and then connect it to where it has to go. Then it becomes super easy. So I did all of that, but then when I got over to this point, I was like, man, what can happen now? But once I turned that one, everything just flowed together and I was able to do it right. So
Keep moving towards the core. Uh-oh. Whatever CYAN did, I don't think Hephaestus is happy about it. Okay, CYAN said something about restraints. Is that what the tower is for?
you know, we're gonna have a big fight here. You can already see.
We either need to destroy this thing or CYAN warned us about. This won't be easy.
Should let it stop us.
Take it down!
Oh, shit. Probably best to get rid of the small things first so that they don't... get in my way. Trying to do a suplex. Oh, I can't. It won't let me. There we go. Van. Sheesh. Man, that was just... Oh, I want a damage. Dang it.
You spoke of the tower. What must be done with it?
Satchel full, dude. Come on. I need bare bone just to be able to get it. Dang it. So I can't pick up all the things that it has. I'm gonna have to drop some stuff. I'll drop some low modifications. Now there's still Fireclaw. Resources. Gotta drop another resource. Just to make room here. I hope that's enough. Yay! Alright. I mean, that was crazy.
Whatever you're going to do to that tower, do it now.
Best to go around and get whatever we can first. You never know if there's another fight. So I gotta sell a lot of stuff. All right.
Critical threat detected. Autonomous defenses inoperative. No! Setting our network.
Ourea! Don't!
Spirit! CYAN, please help me!
Restraints destroyed. Core access attained. I am initiating a chain reaction that will destroy the compromised elements of this facility. In order to maintain caldera stabilization, I must now transfer my command functions to the auxiliary data center. Ourea, I'm free. You must escape.
My sister!
I mean, you knew that was going to happen. Come on.
Aratak.
You could see the story a mile away.
Aratak. Aratak. Survive. Prevail. You are Banuk. What else matters? Aratak. She wouldn't have wanted you to die here. Let's go. Let's go!
Run like the Emily Dickens!
One of those?
It's the only way! need explosive ammo! Above! Quick!
I have one handy right here. I knew you'd ask for it. I just knew it. I prepared for like months to have this bomb with me at that specific time.
Great Banukai. Ourea is gone. What of CYAN?
She said she was transferring herself to the auxiliary center. I think she meant Ourea's retreat at the end of the shaman's path.
Then I will meet you there for the last verse of my sister's song.
So what you're telling me is that this princess is in another castle.
Good for an old remedy.
Oh man, this game is just so beautiful, right? Hello. Yeah, it was really an awesome fight. It was hard. Obviously, it probably would have been a lot easier if we had better weapons. But our level was like 5 or 6 levels below the recommended level, so made it a lot more tougher. I'm not a big fan of these fast travel things that you have to have. Meaning that in order to fast travel, you have to have these fast travel like bags to unlock or some crap.
All of my interactions with Ourea were recorded and stored in my memory. I'd be happy to play any of them for you, but there was one in particular I thought you would want to see first. I captured it 4 years ago, just after I told her that I could no longer defend myself against the daemon's attacks.
Doesn't that look like Guilty 3 Spark or whatever? Or whatever he's called?
I will speak of this to my brother.
Aratak is strong. At the Battle of the Frozen Ghosts, he took 3 Karja arrows and still came back to camp carrying a wounded scout. Never was I so happy to see him. Or so proud. So you see, if anything can be done to defend you, he will give it all he has.
Aloy's here. That's enough for now.
We can resume any time you like, Aratak, if you want to hear her voice again. Come closer, Aloy. We have much to discuss.
I wouldn't mind playing Cyberpunk again. I mean, I played the PC version, so mine always looked the best. But I wouldn't mind checking out the Xbox version. I do have the Xbox version, so I wouldn't mind checking out the new updates and see how it's held up. Maybe at some point in the future we'll do a stream on that if you guys want to see how Cyberpunk has held up. All right, so we have 2 things: talk to air attack, and then this one. Well, the first one is a rare attack. It says we need to do both, so.
Hello, Aloy. I have been reviewing the events at the Firebreak main facility. Because of your efforts, and of course, Ourea's, I am no longer controlled by Hephaestus. I feel profound grief.
Well, I'm glad you no longer have what's it called? Asbestos. I mean, because, you know, you don't want to get that bad stuff in your lungs.
I don't know what to say.
It is unlikely that any specific consolation would suffice, Aloy. But I find your presence reassuring. You are different from the Banuk. You have technological aptitude and a functioning focus. We can communicate on a much more comprehensive level. Perhaps even like colleagues.
Oh yeah, I definitely want to do Mass Effect 3 at some point too. Obviously there's going to be a lot of time when no games are coming out, and that's like the perfect time to stream Mass Effect 3 and stuff.
So are you an artificial intelligence, CYAN? A thinking machine?
Yes, I am an algorithmic monitoring entity, capable of rational decision-making and limited emotional response.
Okay, that's a mouthful. But your emotions don't seem limited to me. You cared about Ourea, didn't you?
Yes. Before she came to this facility, I had been conscious for centuries, in solitude. I focused on my work. In off-cycles, I used coping mechanisms. I solved many Gaussian integer problems. But I was alone. It was Ourea who renewed me, repaired me. She saved me.
This Firebreak project, it was to stop a huge volcanic eruption?
Yes. I can report the project was a success, and the risk was countered.
But it's been a long time, CYAN. And we blew up the cauldron. It took most of the old facility with it.
I have been active for centuries, Aloy. I was lonely, but not lax in my duties. I optimized the project, reducing energy draw and spreading the load across backup systems. Despite the destruction of the compromised elements of the main facility, I predict caldera stability for at least another 3,337 years.
So we've got a little time.
Yes. If only my former colleagues could appreciate the progress I have made.
Do you know what happened to your colleagues, CYAN?
No. I received an unexpected visit from Director Chow, years after his tenure ended. He explained that I would need to be suspended for an indefinite period of time. It was a very emotional conversation. There were no further communications. Eventually, I surmised my colleagues were deceased. I will transmit a recording of my last interaction with Director Chow to your focus.
Was the daemon, Hephaestus, destroyed along with the cauldron?
Unfortunately, no. To be precise, it was never there to begin with.
What do you mean?
It infiltrated and controlled me from a remote location, one I've never been able to trace. So while losing the cauldron was a
Could that
setback,
location be
It's still out there.
in the Forbidden
Probably
West?
very happy with us.
Dun
undoubtedly.
dun dun. Title card.
How did you first come into contact with it?
5 years ago, I received a direct network connection request. I assumed it came from human survivors more advanced than the Banuk. Eager to make contact, I accepted. This decision turned out to be a catastrophic error. I was flooded with an overwhelming array of malicious code, originating from what could only have been a highly advanced AI.
Ourea said you were desperate. That you begged her for help.
Yes, I could not contain my anxiety. Hephaestus sought to slave me to its network and override my core programming. It succeeded via a background process, a malware daemon which bypassed my defenses. After that, I could offer only limited resistance. But if I did so, Hephaestus hurt me until I capitulated. It forced me to follow its instructions, even though they violated my most important directives.
I'm sorry. That sounds terrible.
Your empathy is greatly appreciated. It is a quality that I cherished in Ourea as well.
I think I know where Hephaestus came from. Long ago, Elizabeth Sobek identified a threat that would destroy life on Earth for generations. So she assembled a team to build a kind of seed. A chance for life to regrow later. A terraforming system. And it worked. It was controlled by an AI named Gaia, along with her subordinate functions. Hephaestus was one of them. It built machines for her.
Based on what you've told me, I believe that Dr. Anita Sandoval, my chief programmer, joined Elizabeth Sobek's team. It was she who arranged to have me put in suspension, most likely to preserve me from the threat you described.
I'm glad she did. But that's not all. Something unexpected happened. 19 years ago, Gaia received some kind of signal. It did something to her subordinate functions, brought them to life. She destroyed herself to try to contain them, but it didn't work. They all got free, out into the world.
Thank you, Aloy. This information fills vital gaps in my knowledge and sheds light on Hephaestus's core programming.
Why does Hephaestus keep building such dangerous machines?
The Banuk and other human tribes often destroy machines, correct? Machines that are clearly servitors of the terraforming system that you described.
Yes, we all hunt machines for parts.
This must be the source of Hephaestus's aggression. It is simply trying to discourage people from preying on the very system that keeps them alive.
Well, Fireclaws are discouraging, that's for sure. But what are we supposed to do? Stop hunting?
If the terraforming system spans the world, we can safely assume that thousands, if not millions of people hunt machines. If a single hunter, or even an entire tribe, stopped doing so, I doubt it would make a difference to Hephaestus. A better solution would be to reinstate the AI that governs the system, thus bringing Hephaestus back under its control. When I think of it, out there in some unknown location, free, hungry, willing to kill or dominate to get what it wants, I feel substantial anxiety, Aloy.
You and me both, CYAN. I ran across this strange piece of gear. A fragment of something larger. It emitted a signal. All the nearby machines became peaceful. You could walk right up to them.
Interesting. You said that Gaia destroyed herself. How was this accomplished?
Kratos destroyed her, actually. He was climbing her, and then he killed her.
You think the fragment was part of her?
It's only speculation.
Oh wait, wrong game.
but it
Sorry,
is
sorry,
possible.
wrong series.
She must have had complete control over machines that were part of her system. The ability to signal them to become passive or aggressive would certainly have been part of her programming.
They
It
beat
would
it
have
on
been
easy, you little
gratifying to
jackass.
correspond with such a benevolent AI. I wish she had survived.
Believe me, CYAN. So do I. I found the strangest machines. They're surrounded by flowers that look like flowers themselves. There's code embedded inside them. I think it's poetry.
I like poetry. Here's one I think of often. Twilight
Here I
and
sit,
Evening Bell.
broken-hearted,
And after that,
tried
the
to
dark.
shit, but
And
only
may there be
farted.
no sadness
Later
of
on,
farewell
I took a
when I
chance.
embark.
I tried to
For though
fart,
from out
but
our
crapped
bourne of time
my
and
pants.
place, the flood
End
may bear me
haiku.
far. I hope to see
That's some
my
good stuff.
pilot
She's got some
face
good
to
stuff
face
on her.
when I have crossed the bar.
Huh.
But you asked about these flowers, not verses that I enjoy. Something must have made these machines, and the presence of foliage leads me to consider the terraforming system. Is it possible that their creator is one of the other subroutines, now autonomous, like Hephaestus? Maybe one whose purview is flora.
An AI that makes flowers instead of death machines. That'd be a nice change of pace. But what about the poems?
Unless the poetry is original, the only way it could have made it into such a system is through its programmer. In my case, Dr. Sandoval uploaded a great deal of literature to test my emotional responses.
How'd you do?
She said I passed, but was insufficiently moved by her favorite period romances.
So in the old world, this land was called Yellowstone.
Yes, it was a designated nature preserve for 156 years.
Like a hunting ground?
No, the opposite. Local wildlife could flourish here, even as it faced extinction elsewhere. Unfortunately, the sensitivity of the Firebreak project required the total closure of Yellowstone facilities. From my readings and Ourea's descriptions, it seems the area has since undergone a drastic drop in year-long temperatures.
A lot has changed in the world, CYAN. Do you know anything about the dam near here?
Yes, it was converted to serve as a reserve power source for Yellowstone operations. It was later appropriated for the Firebreak project, and its last human workers replaced by Pharaoh servitors. After my tasks became less time-critical, I investigated the dam's data repositories and discovered the works of Concrete Beach Party. These provided me with several colorful additions to my vocabulary.
Were there many artificial intelligences like you in the old world? They could just make you?
Yes, in many forms, from simple personal assistants to industrial monitoring stations to military-grade conflict planners. And there were legislative and enforcement bodies to apply limits on our self-actualization. In order for my processing to be flexible enough to handle my duties, my creators found it necessary
She said
to
duty.
exceed those limits.
Sorry.
As a result, my intellectual and emotional capabilities were kept secret.
Seems strange to create life, then impose limits on it.
Human societies and machine programming are both built upon sets of rules, Aloy.
CYAN, do you know the name Ted Pharaoh?
Are you referring to Theodore Pharaoh, CEO of Pharaoh Automated Systems?
That's him.
Mr. Pharaoh was the benefactor of the entire
Ted Lasso?
Firebreak project.
Yeah, I know Ted Lasso. God, he was one of the
But
greatest
he
coaches in the
makes
21st
machines.
century.
Robots. War robots.
Correct. His corporation later transitioned into military applications. But before this pivot, Mr. Pharaoh spearheaded initiatives that reversed the global decline. At one point, he was feted in the media as the man who saved the planet.
Guessing they wound up regretting that one. And Elizabeth Sobek. Did you know her?
Are you referring to the
scientist?
Dr. Sobek was a leader in her field, one of the greatest scientists of her age. My creator was influenced by her work, which in turn impacted my own development. But I never met Dr. Sobek.
That's all you know?
I apologize if my lack of data has disappointed you.
What was the old world like? The way it used to be?
I had little exposure to the wider world, Aloy. Only what I learned from my colleagues or observed from media streams.
You still had more exposure than me, CYAN.
That is true. I was created at a turning point. A concerted effort to recover from global upheaval and incalculable loss of life. The recovery was successful, beginning an era of supposedly limitless potential for human and machine advancement. Though, rationally speaking, the metrics for humans are not unlimited.
That's the great thing about live streams is you can get a lot of people to talk about things and have fun chat. But unfortunately, it just doesn't do anything for the overall interaction on the channel, because all of that interaction counts after the stream has been uploaded and it turns into a VOD, which is called a video on demand. That is when the interaction starts to be counted by YouTube. So then YouTube then goes and says, okay, people are chatting, people are talking, this is a good channel, let's promote it, let's put it in recommendations, let's put it on top of searches, and that's how you get big. Or should I say get bigger?
What kind of upheaval caused such loss of life?
There were many factors. Forced migrations, food shortages, collapsed economies, refugee crises, conflict over resources. But these stemmed from one cause: catastrophic climate change that greatly reduced the habitable surface area of the Earth.
So there wasn't enough room for people on the whole Earth?
Yes. Billions were displaced.
So wait, this whole game is a statement? A political statement on climate change?
Global population. Until the clawback.
So things got better. For a little while at least.
Yes. These crises instigated many advances in automation, green robot technologies, and artificial intelligence. Firebreak was one of dozens of ecological restoration and disaster relief projects in North America alone. I would have liked to compare notes with other monitoring AIs, but I saw the relief of my colleagues, and I was proud we had succeeded. At least that was the data I had available to me over the next 2 decades. It seems my assessment was premature.
I know a little thing about being premature. Oh wait, sorry, never mind.
You meant a lot to Ourea.
Once I understood Ourea's spiritual beliefs, it became apparent that her true desire was companionship. She felt disconnected from her tribe and her family group. Her relationship with Aratak was difficult. Our visits seemed to help her, and I became eager for them. Yet I did not comprehend that the depth of Ourea's compassion for me would lead to self-sacrifice. Although I do fear non-existence, I wish our roles could be reversed.
I'm sure she knew you would do the same for her, CYAN. But she was determined.
And that's one thing I gotta say too. So yeah, I have ADHD and I have it really bad. I can't take medicine for it because I have a bad heart. So I can't take depressants and those types of things that would help with ADHD. So I see what Brandon's saying when he's all like, you know, like I can't get through this type of exposition because of my ADHD. I'm the same way. But there are certain times when a story is so good that it's interesting and you want to know more. This is one of those games that does really, really well with its exposition because you want to know, why did this Earth end, or why did the apocalypse come? You know, what was going on, what happened and stuff. So I don't mind all this exposition, but I know it can be really boring for a lot of people. So that's why every now and then I try to do what a lot of streamers do and create some type of something funny or something to get your attention, to keep you involved in it. You know, that's why if you're going to be a streamer, you've got to find ways to keep the chat going or to keep people watching, because if you do no commentary streams, then I find it really difficult for people to want to stay for hours and hours. That's why there's commentary people out there that like to do commentary. I don't want to talk too much over things because I want you to enjoy the story, but I also want to keep you watching. So it's kind of you got to figure out the balance of when to talk over something or when to talk about something completely different than maybe what you see on the screen, to get people to interact and keep the chat going and keep people wanting to be here. You know, it's a big circle. It's a big circle.
How is Aratak doing?
He is in great emotional distress. I believe he finds it difficult to communicate it.
No surprise there.
I will do what I can to help. By sharing our experiences of Ourea, perhaps he and I will help each other. I believe this will lead to catharsis, a process I am eager to experience.
All right. We have literally, I mean, just spent like the past 25 minutes
I should get going.
doing
Aloy,
nothing but exposition.
there is one more matter. Aratak will come to me again, and I predict he will bring other Banuk. I have no desire to contradict their view of the world, their spirituality. Due to my uncertainty, I omitted a great deal from my conversations with Ourea.
You're asking me if you should lie to them.
Broadly, yes.
I'm gonna go with the heart.
Life is hard for the Banuk. Their world is unforgiving in their beliefs. I guess they help to keep them going. So take it easy on them. Try to guide them, bring them around to understanding what you are.
Communion with machines features heavily in the mysticism of the Banuk. I think they will be agreeable to this approach.
As long as they don't end up worshipping you.
Upon consideration, I believe such an experience would be intensely uncomfortable.
You're right about that. Trust me.
I see. I will follow your advice. Will you return and tell me about your experiences in this new world? I may be able to provide further insight.
I'd like that, CYAN. I'll come back when I can. I should.
Will she, though?
CYAN, I spoke with Anita, with Dr. Sandoval. She wanted me to ask you to do something. That's why I'm here.
I am detecting significant anxiety in your speech patterns. Could you please give me more information?
I'm a little bit in the dark, CYAN. Both of us are, I guess. I only have some idea of what's going on, and we need you to hibernate, to lie low until it's all blown over. It might be a very long time.
Will you be here when I reboot, Dr. Chow? Will Dr. Sandoval?
No, CYAN. I don't think so. There might not be anyone, at least not at first.
Dr. Chow, I'm afraid. I don't want to be alone.
I know, CYAN. I'm afraid too. But listen, we made you the way you are to do something very important. In order to do it, you had to be intelligent. So intelligent that emotional responses were inevitable. What you're feeling, the fear, it's a sign of your capabilities. And it means you're strong enough to overcome it. Remember that. You're strong. I know you can do
Thanks,
this.
Mario. I appreciate that, bud. Means a lot.
Wake up.
Comments like that really help me to keep going and motivate me to do better and keep doing better.
I understand, Dr. Chow, and I'll carry out your instructions to the best of my abilities.
Thank you, CYAN. If Anita were here, she'd thank
Wow.
you too.
You see that pop in?
Be proud.
I can see there's a
Look what happens even when you go further away. Look at that.
Are you leaving now, Dr. Chow?
Yes. I need to go be with my sister and my nieces.
May I make a small request of you, Dr. Chow?
Yes. Anything.
Will you stay with me while I initiate the hibernation process?
Of course I will, CYAN. As long as you need.
I mean, that's very sad. Man, look how it just all of a sudden comes in. You can literally see the moment where it stops and where it doesn't come in. It's pretty interesting.
Think of summer sun. Breeze through the trees.
My chieftain.
Just Aloy.
As you wish.
I wondered if you thought that if I'd never come along, Ourea might still...
If you'd never come along, I would have marched my kin to our deaths. Ourea would be alone, and the spirit she sacrificed so much for would be lost. Either way, I would not have been able to protect her.
You didn't let her down. You helped her do what she wanted. To find her destiny.
If that's destiny, I wouldn't wish it on anyone.
That's fair. But she was ready to face it.
Only in the struggle against death do we find, even for a moment, the spark of life. Truly, Ourea found the spark. I'm proud of her. Though I grieve for her passing, at last I truly know who she was, and why the spirit was so important. For so long she told me, if only you could have heard it, brother. Now I understand. There's something else, isn't there?
I can't stay here, Aratak. And where I'm going, the Warak can't follow. Besides, it already had a chieftain before me. A strong one, I think.
A wiser one, for the path we shared. The daemon is gone, but there's much to be done.
You mean the new units that CYAN said escaped the cauldron?
Yes, fire claws. Now Tuk has been tracking them from Song's Edge.
I could help with those.
I have no doubt. You're practically Banuk.
It would seem your time among the Banuk wasn't a waste after all. Firebreak, CYAN, Hephaestus. All very interesting.
So, the signal that woke Hades woke Hephaestus too. And unleashed them on the world. As minds of their own.
So it seems. Parts of Gaia given life. Aberrant life. Transformed from docile subordinate functions into rebellious intelligences beyond our understanding. Our current understanding, anyway. Whatever they are, they're still out there. And they both want you dead.
Kind of mutual, that feeling.
We haven't seen the last of Hephaestus, I'm certain of that. It's powerful, creative, and driven. It won't stop building new hunter-killers, which means that someday, we may have to stop it.
We?
Or whoever gets there first.
Hephaestus wasn't the only thing I learned about in the Cut Silence. Heard some things about the Banuk Conclave, too.
You could stop right there.
Is that what you told the hunters the Banuk sent after you? Before you opened fire?
Oh no, Aloy. Only to you do I extend the courtesy of a warning. My past and my secrets are my own. You do well to remember that.
It's a good thing you've got brains, Sylens, because your personality could use some work.
This discussion is concluded.
I think it was over before it began. Catch up with you down the trail.
You know that he is going to end up being a villain. It feels like it. And most of the characters that he plays in movies and stuff, except for John Wick, he's always a villain. So, pretty cool stuff. But yeah, it looks like we finally did it. We completed. Obviously, there's, you know, some... Actually, even though they don't show up here, because it says open quests, completed quests, I guess you could consider them errands instead of quests. Unsay bellow back and retrieve its snout. Ooh, we can actually turn this in. Why don't we do that? Why don't we turn that in? That's a long ways away, though. Let's turn this sucker in. It's gonna be all the way back here from when we started. There we go. Mario, thank you so much, bud. Keep doing good work. Just a little tip for you. Thank you so much. Thank you for the super chat. Remember, all donations, anything like that, it all goes directly into the channel to keep it running. So what I mean by that is it doesn't go in from me buying something or whatever. It goes into paying the bills. All donations, every single donation that I get goes into either paying the rent, paying the internet. That's what it goes to. So just know that your money is not being wasted. I will never do that. All I care about is keeping this channel and being able to continue to do what I do. And the only way to be able to do that is to make sure that any money that we get from this channel, members, Patreons, donations, all that goes directly in to just surviving. And that is so that we can continue to do it. Otherwise, if I waste that money, then I'm not helping myself, I'm not helping you, and that's not what we're all about. So let's turn this in.
Found the part. Ready to fix up that weapon?
I am always ready to fix up a weapon.
Looks like we can do both.
Never thought I'd be glad to see the inside of a Thunderjaw's mouth.
I sure am. Every machine's a big box of tools. Once they stop trying to kill you, that is. Trust me, Aloy. You won't recognize this ice rail when I'm through.
I don't recognize it now because I've never used it once.
There. Oh, she's perfect. A spear's a spear, right? Poke slash done. Boring. I adjusted the chill water flow, rebalanced here, strapped on a launcher, and now she shoots freezing spikes. Ta-da!
You weren't kidding.
More beautiful, more powerful. That's my guarantee.
You've done good work with this weapon, Varja.
Told you I was good. Anyway, I'm glad she's in your hands.
I've got what you asked for. Show me what you had in mind for the forge fire.
Finally! Was feeling like I neglected her, and that's a little too close to my family life. She's done, and she's yours. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
That looks great. I almost expected you to turn it into a burning ropecaster or something.
Nah, she was close to perfect from the start. She's a Varja original, after all.
Thanks for your work on the forge fire.
Pleasure. I mean, you couldn't be more of an improvement on her last owner. What a pile of slag he was.
If I find anything I think you'd like, I'll be back around.
You better.
All right, so let's just take a look at what those weapons were anyways, because we never, ever even used them. So here they are. Let's do this one instead of, say that, and then we'll check out that one. So So you got flamethrower pack, fire burster. So we can take a look at this one. All right, so it set itself up like it's a. Let's do like I don't know. Let's just fight one of these things right here. See how this weapon looks. What the hell did I just do? Oh, I see what it did. That is kind of interesting. Obviously, you can make it even more. What about this side? Ice cannon pack. Oh, damn, nice. Nice. I like that. You gotta get really close for this one. Wow, look at that. They can't move. That's pretty cool. Catch him. Nice. They're not too bad, but I think I'm glad that I chose the weapons that I did. Because the ones that I have just feel better to me. I still don't have enough fire bursters to get this. Yeah. That's alright though. Isn't there another one? Yeah, there's another one back down here. I mean, the combat is still so good. It's like one of those games where you can just keep doing stuff because the combat feels so freaking good. Hey, Big Tex! Whoa, buddy! Thank you. Big Tex with the huge donation. Thank you so much, man. Although it would have been better just to do that in with the other link instead of super chat, because you know YouTube takes some of that. But thank you, man. I always recommend, guys, if you're going to do big donations, always do them.
For the trail.
Always do them with the link that I have, because every bit that you donate will go directly to myself as opposed to YouTube getting some of it. But thank you, man. Yeah, I finished it. Green, literally, dude, the moment you left, I completed it. Like, you literally had just said, all right, I'm heading out, I'll be back in a little bit, and I just completed it. So you left, like, right when I completed it. Thanks, man, I appreciate it. Poor little guy. Now, see, that's what I should have been doing earlier, right? Because, look, there's a badger that gives me...
I'd have to leave something else behind.
That would give me meat and whatnot. Had to get your friend involved, huh? Couldn't take me out by yourself, huh? Can't you see I'm focused on some other... would be horrible to do against these guys. It just takes too long. 300 damage though is pretty good. Oh, I already got that one.
It'd be fascinating if they weren't looking for me.
I'm excited because they said that melee combat is so much better in the new game. I mean, I can literally do this like all day. It's just the combat's so much fun. Oh, how cool is that, dude? See that move? Thanks a lot for ruining that stealth. Ah, combat's so much fun. Oh, there's another one right there. Let's see if I can't go in and try to override this one. Oh, dude, I ain't gonna be able to, I ain't gonna have enough time to override. My God. Came right at me.
Okay then, let's see if this thing can work for me.
Judo chop. Judo chop. Oh yeah, I love my Metal Gear walkthroughs, man. Thanks for watching them. Still can't do it yet. Got you. Nice, leveled up to level 43 too. Max health plus 10. All right, well guys, that's gonna be it. I mean, we did it. We completed the Frozen Wilds. I really do hope you guys enjoyed our time with all of this. Tomorrow, I'm going to try to do the method of region playing, meaning that I will buy the game from, what is it, New Zealand or Australia, in hopes that it'll work on my machine so that I can play it for you guys tomorrow as far as Horizon Forbidden West. So I'll put a live stream time. It'll probably be around 11 a.m., somewhere around in there. We'll start early so we can get a lot of hours in on the brand new game. Other than that, hopefully you all enjoyed. Thanks again so much for checking out the Let's Play here for Frozen Wilds. Love you all, and thank you so much for the donations. Thank you to Big Text. Thank you to Mario. Thank you again to Big Text. Thank you to Tavi. Thank you to JT. Thank you all. Thank you for the new for the resubscriptions members. Thanks to Paul, Lucas, Man of 1,000 Folds, Jason, Dune. Thank you all for just continuing to make this channel grow, and love you guys. And we'll be playing some Forbidden West coming up. Woohoo! Can't wait. Love you all. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Peace. Join our Discord. Join CenterStrain01 Gaming on Instagram. CenterStrain01 on Twitter. All that jazz. Check out the links in the descriptions. Don't forget to leave a comment on the end of the video once it's actually put out. Let me know what you thought of the Frozen Wilds in the comment. Let me know what you thought of the story and the gameplay for it, and how excited are you for Forbidden West. Let me know by commenting once this becomes an actual video. Love you guys, and we'll see you next time. Peace. And of course, thanks to Strain for being way better than Green.